Hello and welcome to the show. This is the Sales for the Nigerian Business Person podcast. It's available on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple iTunes, or any podcast player of your choice. So subscribe for free once you're done listening to this episode, just in case you're using your web browser to listen. Today on the show, we have audio recordings from the WhatsApp School of Business program that I advertised on Saturday, the 15th of July 2023. The goal of the program was to introduce folks to the fundamentals of doing business in Nigeria and to show how sales and business development principles can help you overcome the harsh landscape of doing business in our dearly beloved country. I also wanted to answer general business questions posed by the participants, and the program was delivered entirely over WhatsApp for the course of more than 1 week. And this is an example of how you can get truly convenient business education in your pocket and learning over WhatsApp at your convenience. If you love what you hear on the podcast and you like daily access to me, to ask me questions related on how to sell in your business, then the WhatsApp Coaching Club is now open, and the investment required for that is only 5,000 naira a month. You ask me anything, I give you answers and assignments to move your business forward. So if you're interested, hit me up on the socials. Don't worry about how to spell my name. I spend most of my time on LinkedIn, and my name, Tabashima Ayede, is the correct spelling. You can find it in the web browser where you're currently listening to this episode. You see the spelling of my name, the email address, and the photo, and it's also in the profile of the podcast app where you're currently listening to my voice. So Tavashima Ayede, the correct spelling of the name, is there. So if you're interested in the 5K, the WhatsApp Coaching Club, the 5K monthly investment, then let me know. Hit me up, send me a message on 080 6466 2140. The country code for Nigeria is +234. And for those of you who are trying to save to start a business, I'm affiliated with a reputable financial institution in Nigeria that has 504 billion naira in assets. And what that means is they're not going to go broke anytime soon. They're a secure organization to work with. They're not going to run away with your money anytime soon. They're in the business of protecting and guaranteeing your savings. This is not a bank, so you're not going to have an ATM card. You're not going to get hit by lots of miscellaneous fees. And you're going to get an interesting, or rather, you're going to get an improvement on the interest that you get from regular savings banks in Nigeria. And then, of course, this is safer than using loan sharks for the capital to start your business, because loan sharks are going to want to embarrass you and your whole family, and they want you to put your father and your mother up as credit. Sorry, not credit. What's that word? As collateral for the loan. So if you're interested, then hit me up on 080 6466 2140 to get started on saving towards your dream. Now remember, it doesn't have to be saving towards a business. Any savings plan will do. People have saved with this organization for their children's education. Let's say, like me, you have kids in primary school and you're wondering about secondary school and the all-expensive university education. And then, of course, folks like my mom saving towards retirement. So if you're interested, hit me up and let's get you started. Now, on with the episode for today. Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, the 8th of August, 2023. Before I begin, I'd like to apologize. I wasn't able to attend to the agenda that we laid out yesterday because I'm currently not feeling well. Been battling a fever and a cold, and that has been going on since over the weekend. So, to be honest, I've been trying to play catch up since last week. But I'm feeling a lot better today, so I think we should just get straight to the point. And also, plus, the audio session for today is going to be very rowdy because the kids are home, and also because the house is currently being cleaned. So I can't use my usual recording setup to prepare resources for you guys today. So expect today's resources to be kind of noisy. Now, I know that we should be heading on to questions from Elizabeth, but I have some more reflections on Dr. Zainab. And it's because after I left yesterday's audio resource, I now thought some more about the difficulty of growing businesses through online communities. That's for those of you who are coaches and who want to use online communities to grow your business. Not just coaches, online influencers, things like that. People, those of you who want to grow your businesses using Instagram or WhatsApp community or things like that. Now, one of the difficulties of growing your business is using communities is because we have lots of influencers on the internet these days who are talking about how community is important to growing your business. And yes, community is important to growing your business, because if you have people who already know you, who like you, and who trust you, then those are very easy people to sell to. And I'm sure Dr. Zainab is going to be able to testify to that, that it's easier to sell to people who are part of your community than to go and talk to someone who is a total stranger. Sorry, excuse me. Someone who is a total stranger and then try to sell to them. But now the problem is this: all these online influencers who are talking about the importance of community have no knowledge of a sales process. So, because of that, they tell you go out and build a community, but they don't give you clear instructions and clear next steps on what to do once you have built that community. Now, in the traditional sales process, it's split up into several parts depending on who you ask, but everybody agrees that the first three parts are the most important, and that is prospecting, qualification, and discovery. Prospecting is trying to look for people who might be interested in your product or your service, and you can say that this might be the community stage because you're looking for your people. Who are my guys? Who are my girls? That's the prospecting stage. You build the community. Qualification stage, that is where you try to identify the person. You want to be sure that you're talking to the right person, and that is the stage where you're trying to build rapport with members of your community. This is who I am. I'm Dr. Zainab. Who are you? I like to get to know you guys. That is the qualification stage. Then there is the final one, that is the discovery stage. And the discovery stage is where you're trying to delve into the nature of the problem. That is going to be the stage where you're trying to dig in deep with members of your community to try and figure out the problems that they are facing, and then you try and see if your product or service can help. So, prospecting, you build a community, you get your WhatsApp group. Qualification: hi, my name is Dr. Zainab. This is what I do. I'd like to know more about you guys. Talk about yourselves. Let me get to know about you people. That's qualification. Then discovery. That's where you start digging in. What is the nature of the problems that you're having with your health, with your spouse, with your relationship, with your finances, blah, blah, blah. And these are the bedrock of the traditional sales process. The reason why that is the case is because that is what allows you to move to the next part, for you to make an offer. Because it's only when you know who you're talking to, what problem that they have, that you can make an offer or you can make a proposal, which is what the conversion step is, the conversion stage, which is what I was talking about yesterday. That is where you make an offer or you make a proposal. And it's only after you make an offer or proposal that then you can start negotiating and haggling and talking price with people. And it's only then that you can close, and then they transfer the money to your account. And then you take your profits and you start trying to help this person. So, building community, really important. But it also is important to have a clear idea about the sales process. Know what prospecting is, know what qualification is, know what discovery is. Apply it to the process, and you will be just fine. If you have a wonderful community and you have a wonderful knowledge of the sales process, then it's not a problem to see how we can always be running qualification and discovery processes in our WhatsApp communities or our Instagram communities or our Telegram communities all the time. So we should be constantly be having these kind of conversations in our groups. Who are you? What are your problems? And then make an offer. My suggestion: try and do this every month. If you can do this every month, you'll find that you'll be able to scale your coaching business, your influencer business, your multi-level marketing business, whatever it is that you do. So this is a practical example, rather a practical suggestion. I'm not doing it for Dr. Zainab because I think Dr. Zainab already has her processes ironed out. So, but for those of you who see yourselves as in a similar business space as Dr. Zainab, this suggestion is squarely for you guys. Let's come up with 12 topics per year, and with that we're going to be able to make one offer a month within our community. If you're making one offer a month, know how. If you have a vibrant community, you should be getting some business based on that. So the topics are going to be built around the sorts of things that we have a specialty in. So in this case, let us pretend that we're also like Dr. Zainab and that we're also health and wellness coaches. And maybe one of the things that you guys deal with, is back pain. Now, we know that back pain has a different number of causes. Number one, it can be an occupational health issue. Maybe this person works in CBN, and because of that, they have to sit at the computer for 10 hours straight every day. That's an occupational health issue. You're at the keyboard, you're slouching, your ankles are bent, your feet are clenched, there's nervousness, those sorts of things. Back pain can also be, I think the word is psychosomatic, I think. Maybe, you're quarreling with your husband, you're quarreling with your wife. You guys have had long standing quarrels over money or infidelity or disciplining the children. So, because of that, that might be the root of your back pain. Back pain might also be a matter of sports injury. In cities like Lagos and in Abuja, every Saturday, all these young, trendy guys, people my age basically, go and play football every Saturday. But, they're young boys, they're just trying to stay fit. So we don't know what is the right way to warm up, what is the right way to stretch after we play football, what is the right way to cool down after we finish. Is the best thing to go and sleep or to go to the beer parlor and to go and drink? This might be some of the things that cause our back pain because we go and play football, we go and play squash, we go and play badminton. We didn't do warm up, we didn't do cool down. So it might be a result of back injury. So for the month of August, these might be some of your topics. August might be the back pain month. Week one, okay, we're already in August, week one. So week two would be back pain, occupational health. So be who are you guys? Where do you work? What are the kind of situations around work? Is sitting at the keyboard causing you too much pain? Could be psychosomatic. Some of you, the reason why you're having back pain, okay, maybe that'll be week two, asking questions around relationships at home, relationship with the children, things like that. That's the reason why people can be coming up with back pain, psychosomatic reasons. Sorry for Dr. Zainab and all the rest of you who are doctors. If I'm using the wrong word, occupational health, psychosomatic, or whatnot, please forgive me. I'm a layman. I don't know what all these things mean. And then the final week in August can be around back pain, the sports injury. Did you play football? You didn't warm up. You didn't cool down. You played in the rain, all these sorts of things. That can be the campaign for August, or maybe even you spread it out. So August is around back pain, occupational health. September, back pain, psychosomatic, family, relationship issues. And then December, back pain, sports injury, all those kind of issues. See that you can spread it out. But bottom line is this: whether you do it weekly or monthly, you'll now be able to say, okay, with all these conversations that we've had, with all these occupational issues that we've brought up, those of you who are fuel attendants, you're standing 8 hours a day. Those of you who are photographers, you're sitting down 20 hours a day. Those of you who work in the bank, you're sitting down 8 hours a day. This is the product that I have that should be able to solve your problem. If you're interested, call this number or take this next step. Make an offer. You're making the offer every week, you're making the offer every month. You should be able to grow your business. So, those are my final reflections on Dr. Zainab's question, and for other people who are building businesses that are similar to Dr. Zainab. So, for Elizabeth, I'll get to you later in the day, especially since the malaria is fading, the cold is fading, my voice is coming back, and I'm beginning to feel more fresh. So, I should be able to get to Elizabeth before 3 p.m. today.